I have something fun for us to do today. So I was thinking about my favorite kind of budget products, drugstore finds. I do love shopping at Sephora and department stores and you know, going in and spending a lot on a product. I do that sometimes, but it needs to be worth it for me to do. So anyway, the first thing I want to show you is, let's just start from the bottom and go up. So foundation. I am going to recommend the Revlon 24 Hour. This is the ColorStay foundation, and this one is really highly recommended. You'll hear about this one a lot on beauty reviews and things, but this one is for combination oily skin, which is what I happen to have, so it's perfect for me. And the color I wear is 200, which is called Nude. It has an SPF of 6. So a whole 6 SPF. But I wear the nude color. I'm wearing it right now. In fact, all the products I'm going to talk about I am wearing today, just so you can kind of see how they look on a person. But yeah, the Revlon ColorStay is a great foundation. I apply it. At first when I got it, I was applying it with my fingers, and it was coming out kind of streaky. I wasn't completely thrilled with it, but when I use a little makeup sponge and I get it wet and wring it out, you know, and pat it on that way, it really spreads further, it goes on smoother, so I would kind of recommend that. Next, to go with the foundation, I recommend the Revlon ColorStay Pressed Powder. I dust this on with a big brush, after I do my foundation. I wear the color Light, and I think there's only one shade lighter than this one, but anyway, these two go really, really well together. There is a translucent one, which I'm sure would be good as well, but I kind of like the little extra kick of coverage in there. So the Revlon products aren't the cheapest at the drugstore. I'm sure, I mean, I know there's plenty of cheaper brands than Revlon. The reason that I recommend this one is because it's available at a drugstore. It's not going to break the bank. And I think I paid $15 for this, $14–15 for this bottle. But there's usually coupons for Revlon stuff. Check, you know, your paper or whatever. But also, if you pay, and I always do this, when you go to Walgreens, pay at the beauty section or ask the beauty person there if they have coupons. Because behind the counter, they usually have a ton of coupons that they can apply to your beauty products. So there's a little hint. I didn't sample a cheaper one because I'm pretty picky about foundation. I typically use a mineral powder foundation, but when I use a liquid, this is the one I use. So I don't really feel comfortable recommending something lower quality, but there may be plenty of great things out there. I just haven't tried them. So next is eyes. I have several things to recommend to you for eyes. So first is, this is the Wet n Wild Color Icon. And you may have seen this before in other videos. It is pretty popular. But this is the Walking on Eggshells palette, and I'll show you what that looks like there. But it's a really, really nice palette. I didn't think I could wear these colors at first. Like I would put them on and they'd just kind of fade out, but I had to just use more of the product. I wasn't using enough, I guess. But it's a beautiful, beautiful palette, and it's good for everyday wearing. It lasts, it feels good, and I think I mean, the Wet n Wild stuff, y'all know, is like the cheapest stuff at the drugstore, and it's really good. It works. So yeah, I highly recommend it. In fact, all the Wet n Wild eye palettes are good. I have a bigger one that's got some greens and purples in it. Any of these you can pick them up because yeah, they're great. The next eye palette I have is by NYC, and I have had this for so long that this kind of worn off there, but let's see, get the colors going. Similar to the Wet n Wild, you can kind of see the colors I like, but this is kind of a purpley. I don't know if that's coming across, and then brown and a highlight shade there. But the NYC brand is another good one. I like a lot of their products. Their lip products are nice, and this is the only eye product I've tried from them, and I really like it. I'm wearing this. This is the one that I'm wearing right now. And it's pretty subtle. It's not real highly pigmented, so be aware of that. I think the Wet n Wild is definitely more pigmented than this one, but it's still really pretty and really nice, and I like it a lot. The next eye product is from e.l.f., the Little Black Beauty Book, and I got this at Target. It may have even been during the holidays or maybe before the holidays, but they had a bunch of this kind of thing out where it was like compilations of products, and I have also seen a lot of these turning up at TJ Maxx. I don't know if like Ross and Marshalls would have them too, but TJ Maxx definitely does over in their little beauty section, which is another great place to find some cheaper products that are actually, you know, because you get the lower price. But yeah, the little black beauty book, this is the warm edition. It is not in Target right now. That's where I got it originally, and they don't still have it, but the reason I'm including it is because e.l.f. eyeshadows in general are good. They're pretty, they last, I really like them, and they're like $1 each. And then they have some little palettes like this too that are pretty cheap. So that's why I'm including this. Anyway, I'll shut up. But yeah, these are the colors. These are the colors of some neutrals and just some warm, beautiful colors. And you can kind of see the ones I've been using a lot are the ones that are kind of swirled up. Some of these I've never touched. Like, of course, when am I going to wear that? I really like e.l.f. eyeshadow, and that's why I wanted to include this little black beauty book. As y'all probably know, e.l.f., you know, is kind of the ultimate cheap makeup products. I have quite a few things from them, and a couple more will surface here in the rest of my video. Next for eyes, I have the Jordana, I'm not sure how you pronounce this, but I'll say Jordana. The Jordana eyeliner pencils, and I have 3 colors. The reason I tried these in the first place was because I wanted to try some colored eyeliner, and I didn't really want to spend a whole lot because I wasn't sure if it would look good on me. I typically just use brown or black, but what I ended up getting was an emerald, a navy, and an eggplant, and I am wearing the eggplant today. I don't know if you can see that on me or not, but it's not real heavy. I mean, you could certainly build it up, but yeah, I tried them, and I think they were like $1 each. They're really cheap, and I mean, I got these at Walgreens. I don't know where else you can get them, but I've always seen them, and they have a ton of colors. It's like right up next to the cosmetics cash register, and I'll swatch these for you so you can see what they look like. So here's the eggplant. Just a really pretty, it's not too purpley, it's just a really nice warm shade. And the navy is a little more like woo blue. There's the navy. I've worn that one a few times and it's nice. And then the last one I have is the emerald, no, I'm sorry, sea green. It's called sea green. And this one I have not worn yet. Oh, what a mess, right? Yeah, I haven't worn that one yet, but I really do like these colors a lot. I think they're pretty, and more importantly, the product is good. So yeah, if you're looking for a cheap eyeliner, or if you just want to play with some colors, I would definitely hit up the Jordana section and just grab a bunch and go to town. Next for eyes, I have the e.l.f. eye primer. So originally I had an e.l.f. liquid eye primer, and I loved it. Oh my goodness, I loved it so much. But I broke it, and it kind of split the top part, so it dried out. And when I went back to get more, they were sold out of it. It had a little rain check thing on there. But I really wanted some eye primer, and they had this one next to it, which is it's e.l.f. But it's a primer that is in the stick form. And I think this is the only color it comes with. But on the other side, it says Prime and Seal. It's called Eye Primer and Liner Sealer. And I have not actually tried the liner sealer. I don't really have a problem with my eyeliner going anywhere. But it's got this little gadget on the end, and ooh, I just poured sealer everywhere. I just poured the eyeliner sealer everywhere, so we will never know if it works or not. Sorry guys, I'm not going to review that for you. Back to business. The eye primer. It's good. It kind of show you how it goes on. I mean, I honestly, I prefer the liquid. But this one works well too. It doesn't dry as well as the liquid one. The liquid one you put on and it kind of turns powdery as you apply it. This one kind of stays a little bit sticky, but it does hold your eyeliner. I mean, it works. It holds your eye makeup on. So if you're looking for an inexpensive eye primer, I would definitely go with e.l.f. I would go first choice, the liquid eye primer, but if they don't have it, this one is good too. Okay, so I have a couple more eye products left to get through. I want to talk about this. This is the knockoff of the Garnier, I don't even know what it's called, the Garnier version, but it's like, this is the anti-dark circle eye roller. Garnier's might be like the eye brightening serum eye roller, I don't know, but it's a pigmented under eye concealer, so I don't think my focus is getting this, but it's Studio 35 Beauty, so it's right next to the Garnier one in Walgreens. This is the Walgreens brand of beauty product. And I was a little skeptical, but I was on a budget that day, and I really, really wanted to try the Garnier version, but I just couldn't justify spending $19, $20 on it. I just couldn't do it that day. So I grabbed this one. It was $7 or $8, and I've really been happy with it. I put it on under my eyes. It rolls on. It looks just like the Garnier one of the demos I've seen, but it has this great little roly bob. When you put it under your eyes, it really does a good job of brightening, and it's pretty good coverage too. I've been really happy with it. Next is another e.l.f. product. So this is the waterproof eyeliner pen, and the reason that I'm recommending this one is because if you're looking for like a more dramatic eyeliner, the colored ones by Jordana they're a little more subtle. Like I said, you can build them up, but if you're looking for a dramatic eyeliner, this is a really, really good one. It's an eyeliner pen, so it's got the felt tip. It goes on more dramatically, so I'll show you how this looks somehow. But it makes a really, oh, wasn't that nice at the end? Little flick there. It makes a really thin, you can thicken it if you lay it down, but it makes a really nice line. I'm just coloring everywhere, but it's good. It's just your typical bold eyeliner, but it works really well for being a really cheap product. I think it was $1. So yeah, go for that. Okay, so I'm getting off the eyes now. I would recommend to you Drugstore mascara, but there's so many. There are so many Drugstore mascaras. I have several of them. My favorite right now is the Power Volume Collagen, and I talked about this in my February favorites video, so if you want more information, then go to that video. But I've tried many of them, and kind of any drugstore mascara that you get that's from a good brand is going to be okay. So, you know, experiment, see what you like out there. I'm going to move on. The last product that I want to review for you from the drugstore finds and budget stuff, another e.l.f. product, because they're the cheapest and they're good. So this is the e.l.f. Jumbo Lip Gloss Stick. And I bought a bunch of these kind of things recently because I really like them. I have some Neutrogena ones I reviewed in my February favorites. I have a Tarte one that I love, but this one, I'm actually wearing this color right now, and it's kind of a reddish thing. It's called Movie Star, but it's I'll show you the color there. It's really pretty, and when I got it, I just kind of assumed it was going to be thick and like the color was going to be really heavy, but it's not at all. In fact, what I'm wearing right now, I worked up a few times. I had to build it up a little bit to get this much color. If you just put it on one coat, it's sheer, and but it's not like shiny and sticky sheer. It's like a balm, and it's really, really pretty. So I've been really impressed with this lip gloss stick to put a gloss, an actual gloss over, if you wanted anything but a matte look, because it's fairly matte. So that's the end of my drugstore budget finds video. I hope this was helpful to you. I had a lot of fun making it, and I just love trying new products, and when you can get them for cheap, that's even better because you can try more of them, right? So thank you so much for watching. Give me a comment if you think there's something I should try, or if you've tried something, if you disagree with me, if you agree with me, if you just want to shout out and say hi, please leave me a comment and subscribe to my channel. Share it with your friends. Give it a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching today. Have a great week, everybody. Bye!